This week's half-planned adventure takes us to Zion National Park, where we do some lesser-known hikes, stay at a beautiful RV resort in town, and win the permit lottery to do a bucket list hike in the park. All right, so we are officially back in Zion National Park. We're actually staying at the Zion White Bison RV resort, which we'll definitely show a little bit of in this video, but it's like really close to the park. So we're in the Kolob Terrace section of the park right now, which is just outside of like the main canyon. There's a lot of really nice hikes up here, and it's definitely a lot less busy. And Garrett just fell almost in the background, but just ignore that. But we're doing the Northgate Peaks hike today, which if you want to just go to the overlook, it's about 4.2 miles. We've done the hike before though, and you can like scramble, bushwhack, and climb up to the actual Northgate Peaks. So we're gonna do that. So if you're definitely comfortable with like scrambling and like kind of off-trail route finding, it's really fun. If not, just getting to the overlook is also like so worth it. All right, so we made it to the overlook. It's super flat and super easy to get up here, but we are actually going to go up this peak. The one when you're facing it to the left is easier than the other Northgate peak. There's actually two Northgate peaks. This one's a little harder. We want to do that one, but Garrett's like lugs on his shoes are like, they are worn out. He got these shoes like last year when we were in Zion, so he needs new shoes. Yeah. So we're going to go up the one that is still scary and kind of terrifying, but a little less. We know we can do it. Yeah. We did it last year in the snow and ice without spikes, so we can definitely do it.
And if you decide to do this one, download the map on All Trails. Yeah. It's pretty accurate.
Yeah, the All Trails map is actually accurate for this for once, and you're going to be bushwhacking and you're going to be like scrambling and you're going to be going on places that don't look like a trail because it's basically not one. So if you're all going to do it, just like do your best to leave no trace. Like make sure you like tell someone where you're going, just so you're going to be in the more of the back country. So yeah, it's important to stay safe. Okay, so since this is like an off-trail backcountry route through Zion, you definitely want to be taking extra precautions to leave no trace. When you are hiking on like a backcountry route, you want to make sure you're hiking on slick rock and in like sandy washes and staying off any like cryptobiotic soil or fragile plant life out here. I would show you cryptobiotic soil on this hike, but I actually haven't seen any. But I'll definitely insert some footage later in the video because I know I'll come across it at some point.
Okay, so this is cryptobiotic soil. It's a living crust made up of moss, algae, and bacteria, and it essentially holds the desert together by storing moisture and preventing erosion. But it's super fragile, so one single footstep can actually destroy it, and it could take decades to heal. So anyway, back to the hike.
All right, so at some point on the trail, once you get past the slick rock, you basically just follow this like horrible wash, like way up there, like straight up the mountain. There's no good way to do it. You're pretty much just gonna be miserable, but definitely some type 2 fun, but it is fun nonetheless. Okay, so unfortunately, what goes up the sketchy trail now must go down the sketchy trail. Okay, so we actually got back from that hike that we just did earlier, and we're staying at Zion White Bison, which is like a super nice RV park, like right outside of Zion. It has a really nice like hot tub, and we have it entirely to ourselves, so we are gonna hang out here for the rest of the night, but we will see you tomorrow on the subway hike, which we are so excited about.
Okay, so we're at Zion Brewery. It's right across the bridge from the visitor center. And I got the pale ale, Kristen got the juicy, but it's like probably the prettiest brewery in the United States because you're literally views of the park and like 365 views.
Yeah, literally like right there. That's Zion. All right, one thing to note and like a tip from me, if you do come to this brewery, the beer is really good, but I haven't really had any really truly good food here. I like the basket of fries with like the fry sauce, and that's about the only thing I would say is like actually worth getting. I've been here with a bunch of people and no one's really been too impressed with the food. The beer though and the views are so worth it, so don't let that deter you. Just don't come in here expecting to get food. There is better food in Springdale. So we officially won the lottery in Utah and got permits to do the subway, so that is where we're currently heading. When you are hiking this, I recommend having the All Trails map downloaded. You'll see a pin on the map, like maybe 2/3 of the way to the subway. This is dinosaur tracks, and they're right here, and they're all over this rock. And it's really cool and worth stopping at. All right, so we have officially reached the subway. It's just ahead. I don't think anyone else is here. There's people behind us, but I think we're the first people here right now. All right, we're officially in the subway. The walls like just suddenly close in, and it is so cool to see. There's still some like fall colors, and my goodness. All right, so what is really fun about this hike is we just did the whole thing, bushwhacked, scrambled, bouldered, and now we have to go all the way up here at the end. So they saved the best for last, so here we go. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Oh, I am struggling. It is so steep, way steeper than it looks. And it's, of course, at the end of the hike. Going down, I knew it was gonna be rough getting back up, but man. So I know I mentioned earlier in the video I was staying at this RV park called Zion White Bison. Well, the name actually is real because they really do have white bison here and they are so cute. So crazily enough, this is not our first time RVing in an area with bison. If you haven't seen our Antelope Island video from a few weeks ago, I definitely suggest going back and watching that one. But that one we had some pretty crazy bison encounters on. This one's a little less scary because they're actually behind a fence here, so. If you are ever RVing in like the Zion National Park area though, I definitely recommend staying here. It's a super nice resort, like super nice amenities, nice pool, nice hot tub. We've stayed here before and we honestly 10 out of 10 recommend it.
You also don't need to have an RV. They have some cliff dwellings and some teepees that you can rent too. So you don't actually even need an RV to stay
Oh
here.
yeah, literally, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, you could stay in like their tiny homes, their cliff dwellings. The cliff dwellings are super cool. They're a little pricey, but they have like a private hot tub on each roof, and I went up there last time and it was so pretty.
Yeah. So we're staying in spot 513, and let me just show you this view we got. This right here, all that is Zion National Park. I mean, look at that. And that's an incredible view. So they all come with these like propane fire pits, so we're just kind of chilling out by the fire. We got it set up, got nice views over there, and we're just gonna hang out, I think, for the rest of the day, because I mean, you can't beat this.
Also, for those of you who saw our Twin Falls video when I bought these glasses and I was super worried about breaking them, they are still around a couple months later, so I'm doing really good. That's it for this week, but stay tuned for part 2 of our Zion adventures. We honestly did way too much here to include in one video. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to our channel to see next week's adventure. Thanks for watching.